I got it latched on here. I don't want to do that. Hey guys, welcome back. This week, kind of been a long week, but had a couple of things that went on. First, it was me and my wife's 13-year anniversary this last week, and also my sister had a baby, a little nephew. I didn't get to meet him yet because last week we were pretty sick, but you can tell I'm feeling pretty good today, so we're gonna be hitting the Bronco hard. But I will admit, I didn't look in the bins up there. I'm debating on doing that here in a minute, and I haven't got the door from the barn back there, but we're gonna go back and get that first thing and bring it in here. Kind of want to show you how the barn looks with everything in it right now, and then we'll come back and do the start welding in some metal on the A-pillar. I just cut myself on the A-pillar and try and get that all seamed up. And if we get that far, we'll put the original door back on it, which we may do that anyways, just to see how it fits. The original door on the driver's side fit a lot better than the reproduction piece, so I'm hoping that'll kind of help line things out. But if we get it far enough, we're going to put it in the vise over here and kind of give it a twist, and then we'll shim it. Also too, it's still pretty hot here. The mornings have been really nice, been really kind of cool, but when it gets about 6 o'clock, it's pretty hot out here, so I'm gonna be sweating still. I may open some windows. I don't think I open the big door just because you have welding and grinding dust, and I want to get on my wife's car. But we'll here, Teddy. My kids might be coming to feed him, but we'll go out there, like I said, get that door, and we'll look through those bins, and then we'll start working on the Bronco. Let's get to it. I don't know if you can tell, but these had a whole mess of metal and stuff right there. Went through that and cleared it all out. You can kind of see the tin laying over there. A bunch of spiders in them, so I was gonna let them air out for a day or two. We clean a little bit more of the fence and get this whole mess right here straightened up. Anyways, into the barn. That's where the Kubota mower goes. I have my whirl on back there. I think it has a flat. This thing's been handy. A little weed whacker. We're gonna get all this taken out. Probably throw on the burn pile. But we got a bunch of old lumber and stuff, just a haven for snakes and brown recluses and black widows and such, so need to get rid of it, and then that way I can put the Camaro in here and hit the International. See back there, put it in there, get all my parts, some wear off the ground. I like to put them on the little platform I built over here, but I don't know if I can make that happen or not. And of course, it'd be nice to level this dirt off and get rid of all these, or all this junk in here. We have some more room for some cars. But that tin that we got, get back out of the sun. We're gonna patch in the pieces here, kind of close this in. I really need to fix the roof. But anyway, that's the old Kawasaki they brought home that we may try to get running one day. It supposedly ran, but I think it's seen better days. Of course, our International, need to get it going. I haven't looked at it in a while. I think it's pretty safe out here. Should be out of the weather pretty good. back side of my property. Here's another barn that we're gonna tear down eventually. We can clean out a bunch of this too. Eventually gonna make it in here. Clean out these trees. That way maybe I can bring a car around or out of here and go that way. Got a bunch of junk to clean up. There's that half top that I'm gonna try to get rid of. Gonna try to sell it. And there's our door. This should be a lot easier to get in there with because there's no window mechanism to go up and down. So all that stuff has to be in that bin in the garage. But any snakes or wasps in it? I don't see any. Oh, that does have the latch on it. Just don't have. Wait. Just I guess the rods, took the rods out. Well, at least that will help us. Gonna figure out how to pull it from in there to pop it, but hey, it's a win for us. So I'm gonna get this, get it back to the shop, but there's Camaro. I really like the Camaro. That hood is, or that scoop is fake. You could tell, if you can see in the back of the hood lifts up. It's because we got a carburetor, I think, with a spacer. And it kind of pushes up against the hood and can't shut the hood all the way down the back. So when we redo it, I'm going to get a cowl that's built into the hood. All one piece, made out of steel. I'm probably going to put that hood somewhere out here. I think it'll look a lot nicer and be able to shut. That car was it was fun to drive. Like I said, had that since I was 16. Same coloring, tell same rims. Those are the era of the time I was in school. The cool rims to have. But it was a lot of fun. I took my wife dates in it, prom. So it has a lot of memories. I'll be happy one day when I can put it in a shop and actually get to work on it, but that's going to be a big undertaking. Like I said before, I think the front quarter panel here and the rear quarters are all, they look okay, but underneath is just rust because they put new over old, and then the whole roof has expanding foam in it from years ago. I'm sure it has trapped moisture. And then all around the window is rusted out back and front. So there's a lot of work. But we'll get there one day. This may be the next project, since we got most of the parts to it already. Just need to put it together. I think the Bronco is going to be the project for now. We just have too many parts for it, and we got too far along to just quit on it. So we'll get it done, then we'll probably move to the International, then maybe the Camaro, then maybe the Healy. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I feel like I'm rambling, so let me get the door, and we'll get back in the shop and see what we can find. Alright, the door don't look that bad. I think that's a pretty good sized ding in there. And this over here, kind of not that great. So more than likely, we may buy another door skin for this one if it fits better. I'm gonna put it on the rack over here, and we'll at least clean it off a little bit and swap the hinges in it and put it up there. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up there like it is and see what happens when the latch hits it over here. We may have to pull the Bronco out a little bit, open the driver's side and get in and open the door that way. I think I can get in there and pop the latch from inside. Or I should be able to, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get kind of wiped down a little bit, and we'll fit it up there, see what happens. Well, I don't know if we accomplished much today. Had some problems. I got it latched on here. I can, yeah, I don't want to do that. Make it pivot where the gap's good. I guess I need to get my cherry picker next time. Kind of lift up on the door. I want to say this needs to be, that needs to be more in, that needs to be more out. But like before, I can't keep pushing it that way because it keeps widening the gap in the back. And I think it would be pretty close on the body line, how it sits right now, especially right up here. So a huge dent right there. So I need to bring the top of it up. Now I don't know if that means the whole pillar needs to come up. And it can come up a little bit. Like I said before, there's some weld in there that's kind of sticking down. I can take the pillar out and kind of nip that up a little bit and shove this as far up as it'll go and re-screw my holes. And that should bring that hinge up some. And then I could force the hinge up as high as it will go. See if that might work. Because that would bring this side up more and make this more even. Hopefully get rid of this gap a little bit. It may bring the bottom a little bit over too. What I'm noticing now though is, like, say bigger gap at the bottom than its top. It's just completely opposite here, bigger top than this bottom. So once we get the top where it needs to be, then the bottom should come over. Of course, the gap at the bottom needs some adjustment, but like I said, once you get the top figured out, that should be kind of even through there. Actually, kind of looks like the rocker can move up some. That's pretty close. It probably can be pushed up just a tad, or kind of not smashed, but I think this is kind of bent a little bit wonky, so we can probably manipulate it a little bit to get it to look better and fit better. Getting closer. I'm gonna leave that there, so hopefully nobody messed with the door in it. It shouldn't fall. You never know. I think we're gonna use the original door. It seems like it's gonna fit a lot better once we get this kind of figured out. I think next time we'll snip that weld right through there and kind of push it up and fill that gap in right there with the A-pillar. I think it might need to come up just a hair more. Re-drill our holes. And then we'll fit the door again, get the hinges back on, put the hinges all the way up and out, and then we'll see how the door looks then. Hopefully that will straighten out all our issues, I'm thinking. I really wish I could pick it up and show you what it looks like, because I think it'll work out. Well, I think that'll do it for me this evening. Like I said, I didn't get out here any part of this week until Sunday. Like I said, we had an anniversary this week, and my nephew was born, so kind of been a pretty busy weeks. And two, I did a little bit of cleaning out there Saturday, but it seemed like the week went by pretty fast. I'm going to try to get out here during the week. I know I said that last time. Good thing is I don't have to look in those bins anymore. I didn't realize that the latch was still on the door. We'll work with the door next time. Thinking about, like I said, moving the A-pillar up just a hair and seeing if that will correct the issue in the back. May need to move it up I don't know if I need to turn the pillar or not. May thinking about it. May have to turn the pillar a little bit towards the rear. I don't know. We'll have to see. Feel like it's gonna be one of them guessing games. Just move it here a little bit, then take it off, move it back, put a shim here, shim out, shim somewhere else. We put a shim underneath the body mount. I don't know if you saw that. I was trying to close the gap on the B pillar and the door. I don't think it worked out too hot. I didn't see very much of a difference. I don't want to have shims in it that thick on this side just to kind of close that gap at the top. So I think the issue is the A pillar, and we're gonna have to just address it. Probably gonna buy a skin for the passenger side door too, just for the fact that, well, there's no actually, well, really the hinges are pretty bad. I don't know if I can fix that or not. So might be just easier to get a new skin, take that one off, slap a new one on, just like we're gonna do at the driver's side. So I may have to order those two. And once we get the doors fitting, then we'll reskin them. Still need to weld up the inner rocker on the driver's side. I need to attach the inner rockers to the back of the B pillar on both sides. They're kind of just sitting there. And once we get everything lined up and done, we'll weld in the outer rockers. And then the body will be rust free and hopefully looks halfway decent. Once we do that, then we're gonna think about moving the Healy out and taking the body off the frame. And starting with frame and get it blasted and sanded and all the rust off it and repaint it and start assembling everything back with new stuff when we need it, like the bushings and all that good stuff. But we'll get there eventually. I'll put the engine together and get it checked out. I don't know if y'all are around when I took the engine apart. Here's actually the push rod. This was one of the things I noticed. I never noticed the engine running bad or running rough or anything, but when I took the engine apart, I don't know if you can tell, so push rod, it's kind of bent a little bit. I don't know how I didn't notice it anything, but it ran fine, so hopefully nothing's really messed up on it. But yeah, that's the first time seen something like that before. But go back to internals and everything like that. But that's way further down the line. Like I said, next time we'll get back on the A-pillar. Hopefully we'll be stitching it up. And we'll get the door kind of how it's supposed to fit. And we can get this side welded together, and then hopefully start welding it all together and making it permanent. But if you made this far, thank you for sticking with me. If you made it through all my videos, thank you for the support. We'll get there eventually. I know it's been a couple of years and I feel like I've moved a terrible amount on it. Like I say, now I'm just doing one video a week, and it seems to be that I can only get out here Sunday evenings with everything going on around the property and work and the kids and wife and everything, which is good. I mean, I enjoy it. Spend more time with them, but we kind of slowed down the progress, I think. But at least we're getting a consistent new video, other than 3 videos of me doing the same thing over and over again, which is kind of feel like how it's going. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I think we're at 582 right now. Thinking about maybe doing a giveaway at 600. I'm gonna talk to Wild Horse Broncos, and if they want their hinge kit back, then I'm gonna send it back to them. But if they don't, then I may give it away at 600, since I won't need it, and I haven't used it or anything, so it's brand new still in the package, if I can find it somewhere around here. But we may do that if they don't want it back, and may give away another hat and some stickers as well at 600, which hopefully that'll be here pretty soon. But anyways, just thank you again for all the support and all the ideas and tips and tricks. If you have any for this right now, how it looks, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to try it. Like I said, I just have to mess with the A-pillar and figure it out. Anyways, enough rambling. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.